kind of just relaxing, just playing football. So, going to the last week of the season, still a lot to play for us, your mindset and trying to go out on the right note. So, we're going to come out and compete and do everything we can in preparation and just try to get back to doing the basics. As Coach talked about this morning, getting back to our fundamentals and not try to press and not try to force the game, but just try to let the game come to us.
Hey, Jason, on Sunday you said that you were kind of disappointed in, the way you've let things get to you lately.
Yeah.
Where's your head at heading into the finale?
Well, today I'm good. Yesterday I was pretty down. Pretty beat just because I've been used to winning. Like I said, we got guys on this team that want to win so hard, want to win so bad, and sometimes you can let things get to you emotionally and physically when you feel like we're always so close, and then it's just. But at the same time, just talking to my family and talking to Coach, just relax. Relax. Don't try to put too much, into it like that. Just go out and play the game and have fun and don't beat yourself up and just control the things you can.
Has that always been, I don't want to say a problem, but has that always been something that you've had to deal with, that you take it kind of hard and maybe force stuff?
Yeah, I think I take things a little bit too hard at times. A lot of it just have to be from the pressure, just want to be so successful and reach the expectations that you have for yourself. I set high expectations when I got a chance to play, and some games you lived up to it and some games you didn't. And in the games you didn't, it could have been the other way around, just based off a few plays here and there, not trying to press the issue. But like I said, it's all a process, and overall, I'm happy in some things, but overall, you're disappointed in a lot of things. You'd like to have a lot more wins.
Sorry. When you say press, it sounds a little unusual because it's almost like you guys have nothing to lose.
Yeah, you say that, but at the same time, anytime you put expectations for yourself, or we have expectations as a team, and like I said, we've been so close in so many games where we've been right there, and to not win them, even when you don't have anything to lose, it's the inside of you that wants to win. No matter what you're doing. If I'm outside playing basketball games or pickup games, you want to win. If you're a competitive person, a person that's not competitive, it just let it just fly right off the rules. It's like, I don't care, but we don't have those type of guys on this team. We have guys that just want to win, and they're still fighting. And I give them credit.
It seems like a guy who's been in the league 9 years wouldn't take it that way, or wouldn't, as you just said, but put too much on yourself that you would learn.
But just because of everything I've been through, that probably plays a lot into it. The fact that you want to kind of prove that you still kind of belong, and at the same time, when those games don't happen the way they could have happened, you kind of put too much pressure on yourself. But at the same time, I have high goals. My goal wasn't just to get to the National Football League and play 3, 4, 5 years and just be a quarterback. It was to make the most out of it and do the best that I can, so that when it's time for me to retire or time to move on, then you can know that you did your best. And regardless of the situations, a lot of things you couldn't control, but you didn't just give up in any aspect.
Do you feel like maybe that really added to it a lot this year, that these chances are few and far between, they're hard to come by, and this was your chance to really go out and
Yeah, they're very hard to come by. Talking to my dad last night, he's like, hey, you need to sound a little bit more enthused, and I told him, I said, well, it kind of hurts when you look at the opportunities that's been there. Like I said, to have opportunity to win some of these games, some of these tough games, and we really help a franchise out to get turned around, and but still not to be winning. And at the same time, some of my games I played up to my ability, some of the games that I had a couple of mistakes. So it's been tough in that aspect because I want to take advantage of the full opportunity that presents.
Heading into the Bears game, you said you didn't feel like you were playing for your future. Has that changed?
I said, what's going to happen is going to happen. Whether I'm here or anywhere else, or mentoring or playing, what's going to happen is going to be. That aspect I can't worry about. That's you can't dictate your future or what's your destiny. That's out of my control.
But still, do you think the way the last couple of games have gone, that your future here might be more uncertain than it was?
I don't know. That's up to the GM and the coaching staff. Based on the circumstances that we've been presented. Like I said, myself, I just want to, whatever it is this week, just finish on a high note. And, just go into the off season, you know, feeling good or, you know, at least get a win, you know, here going into the off season, you know, not feeling, you know, bitter or bad about something.
Give us.
Over the years, do you, you know, has this ever, I mean, when you think of a quarterback, a starting quarterback, you think of projecting that image of confidence and we're going to go out and win at all costs. And, I mean, have you ever had this thing before where you sort of struggled to project that image of, hey, we're going to go out here and win this game?
Hey, like I said, going into our meeting today, you know, our whole goal is to go out this weekend, have fun, cut it loose, and do everything in our power to win the game. And that haven't changed in that aspect. And like I said, it's Christmas time. It's time to be jolly, you know, not solid. And it's time to smile and not frown. We don't need any Grinches. So, you know, it's time for us to just go out and just have fun, cut it loose, and fix the things we need to fix in the off season and come back next year. Like I said before, there's been a Carolina team that was similar this season. They were rolling. They started off 1-3 and they got hot. And it's the same group of guys they pretty much had a year ago, but they went through those battles and they were battle tested. So, you know, to look at a lot of our games and say, hey, we was right there against really good teams and we just wasn't able to finish the job. Goes to show that we've come a long ways as a team. It just haven't shown them the win and loss column, but we have come a long ways.
Go ahead.
Do you have a sense whether or not you'll be back next year?
I have no idea. You know, like I said, I just go out, just play Sunday, have fun, but I have no idea about that.
The Steelers have to win, and then they have to have some other things fall into place for them to make the playoffs. Do you guys care? Do you guys, I mean, do you think that you can rally around the idea of being a spoiler or anything like that?
It's not about being a spoiler, just the fact that we just, like I say, want to go out and end the season the right way. You know, more importantly, like I said, you know, Steelers, like I said, after the bye week, they've been a different football team. You know, since that bye week, they rallied and been playing very well. So, you know, it's like, we understand the challenges that we're going against, but for us as a team, you know, our challenge is against ourselves for this aspect to go out and play well and finish the year right.
Is your dad the guy you go to kick you in the butt?
Yeah, he's the guy I go to give me that little extra boost that I need. Yeah, so it's my Christmas gift. So I said, I really don't want a Christmas gift just to get a W, you know, just to end the season the right way. That'd be the only Christmas gift I really appreciate.
What's your dad's name?
Larry.
Jason, assuming you are back next year, would you just look at it because of the way Brian finished, he would probably be the starter? I mean, he lost his job because of an injury. So, I mean, do you think that might be the case?
I've been in those shoes before. You know, he lost his job due to injury, and like I said, you know, utmost respect for Brian, and you know, they decided to draft the guy. Utmost respect for that guy too. You know, but at the same time, you know, whatever situation, whatever my role is when I'm here, you know, I'm still compete at the same time. But you know, I do everything I can to help whoever it is, and like I said, so you know, it's hard to predict. You know, like I said, Brian, you know, he came in when he had his opportunity. The games he played, you know, 2-3 games he played, you know, he did good, and you know, that's not to take anything from him. So. Like I said, it's tough when you lose your job and injury. It's tough when you're not, you know, not able to see what you can do down the stretch or things like that. But like I said, you know, I got a chance to play. You know, I've had a lot of tough teams on the schedule. Part of the games I've been able to play in. You know, hadn't been in games out there that just, all right, it's a team. You know, you probably, you know, all of them have been very competitive and tough teams to go against. So, like I said, does that stop me as anything? Nah. You know, if I start over from ground zero, I'm competing on playoff.
When you look
Just
at
a couple more questions.
When you look at Josh, does he still have to develop that week in, week out consistency?
Like I say, he's still a receiver, you know, that's learning on the go. Like I say, he's had some outstanding games this year. Like I said, there's still some things he can continue to keep working on, continue to keep improving, and it really, you know, sky's the limit for a guy like him. You know, how good can he really be? And you know, just talking to him, that's the challenge I would have for him to himself. You know, how great you want to be, because he has all the ability, and like I said, week in and week out, you know, he's putting up numbers, and like I said, we talked about last week's game. I said, man, every player has those games. I was like, but you just can't get stuck on it. You know, just bounce back this week and go out and perform in practice and move on, and just challenge yourself to be that elite receiver that you want to be.
When he has a game like that, like last week and the week before, and he's kind of, you know, your star receiver right now, do you think that you kind of let that get to you a little bit, that your guy was off?
Well, I think at times, you know, you just want to try to make sure you're trying to be perfect and put it right where you want to put it or something, you know, just make things a little easier. At the same time, like Coach said, you can't do this. You got to play. Just play the game. And like I told Josh, he had a great stretch of games there. He broke all kind of NFL records and everything. And so to have that kind of game week in and week out, you don't see that all the time. That's just something that happens. But I told him, just finish the season out the right way. Let's do this together and move on.
Hey, Jason, you've taken snaps from a lot of guys. Where does Alex Mack stack up?
Alex is a really good young center. He's very smart. He's a physical guy. Anytime you talk to other opponents, they always mention his name. They always be like, man, that center y'all have, he's a tough guy. And, I think that's just a matter of respect that he has around the league. So, tremendous amount of respect for him.
All right, thanks, Jason.
Hey, thanks a lot, Jason.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Merry Christmas.